Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So I got a message, and we're going to talk about it. Very direct message. Said, Bo, you've got 6 kids. How in the F do you support abortion? Man. Wow. I have to admit that one got to me. Really got me thinking. Made me realize what I was up against. You know, that display of hypocrisy just being pointed out like that. Not mine. I'm not talking about mine. How do you respond to a question like that? How do I respond to a question like that? Black Lives Matter. I support LGBTQ rights. Support refugees, the homeless, suicidal teens, women's rights. I'm against poaching. I know this may come as a shock to a lot of you, but I am not a gay, black, trans, female, homeless, refugee, rhino with suicidal ideation. You want to make the world a better place? You want to change the world? You want to make America great? Stop being so selfish. Stop caring about things that impact you directly, and only those things. Start caring about the rights of others. Because here's the thing. There will always be that class of people who will create the propaganda to manufacture the division, to play one side against the other, and get the normal folk fighting. And they'll capitalize on that. And that's how they stay in power. They get you fighting, and each side considers it a win when they take a right from the other team. Nobody's winning, everybody's losing, except for those people in power, except for those in control. Because they gain more control over your life every time a right is taken. Every time they can inch just a little bit further into your life. That's how a tyranny of the majority is manufactured under the guise of a democracy. You vote each other's rights away. And I do, in a lot of ways, live the far right ideal. That's how I run my life. Really is. The thing is, I would never force that on anybody. My life and my views on things, well, that's not a basis for law. I know that's a crazy concept in today's world, but what I think is right for me personally, that's really not a good enough reason to employ men with guns to restrict the actions of others. That's not freedom. That's tyranny. That's oppression. You know, we sit here and fight over things like this. And meanwhile, those at the top, they just laugh. Because they realize that half the population has bought into the idea that the government is infallible, that the government should have final say over how you run your life, down to the smallest detail. That's not freedom. If you want freedom, you want to make America great. It's a pretty simple rule. Stop kicking down. Only punch up. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.